Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to rate some random places in Romania. Okay, here we go. Place number 1. Well, very cloudy skies, not the biggest fan of that. Nice sort of kids sort of play area. I do like those. Oh, I miss being a kid. This, some sort of portaloo doesn't look too nice. These buildings are okay. Some sort of church, I guess that looks nice enough. Not amazing though. Let's see this. Looks like some sort of secure facility, not sure what that is. Decent looking apartment blocks, pretty typical of European apartment blocks, I'd say. Nothing too exciting, but this area does look pretty pleasant. Nice green area, a bit of a sort of park exercise area, and a kids play area, that's nice enough. Some houses here. Relatively mediocre place, but seems nice enough. Residential area. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, place number 1. Okay, Romania, let's see what you got. Place number 2. Okay, very nice looking church. I assume Orthodox, but I'm not sure. Do let me know down in the comments if you know. What is this? Some more generic looking apartment blocks. Pretty European again. Street looks a bit... I think they're doing some street work here. Doesn't look amazing, but yeah. Let's look around here. A lot of green spaces in the city so far. That looks pretty nice. And doesn't look too busy either. The road's mostly parked cars rather than traffic. This building looks pretty cool. Looks like some sort of hotel. And not too many overhead wires. You guys know that's one of my pet peeves. Okay guys, lots of trees here, pretty green area. I like the look of the church. And yeah, these flats are not too bad. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for place number 2. Place number 3. I feel like I'm being a little harsh today actually. Maybe I should tone it down. Okay, more sort of generic looking apartment blocks, pretty European. Let's have a look. Hard to tell what this is. Some small businesses here. Again, lots of greenery with some trees around the street corners and mini parks. Ooh, that looks very cute. This is giving this area a lot of points. A nice place to play a game of cards or something. Okay. Yeah, the street looks nice enough. Nothing too exciting. Maybe this is a school or something. Seems like there's families around. Seems like a pleasant enough area, and I do really like the fact there's a lot of trees around here. So 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Place number 3. Okay. Place number 4. Again, most of these streets look pretty similar, but pretty decent. Lots of trees. Pretty quiet looking streets, kind of suburban. We haven't landed in any rural areas so far. Maybe Romania is quite an urbanized country, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, there's a bit more traffic here. Less pretty down there. I guess there's buildings, less exciting. People chilling here. Ooh, benches. This gives this place points. I do like that. I do like benches, that's good. Okay, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for place number 4. Maybe further in the west sort of region is a bit more empty. Let's see. This looks a little bit more rural, yeah. Not too sure what this is. Oh, another church. Okay. I do really like the architecture of these churches. Look at that. Very cool. Okay. Oh, yes, we're pretty rural around here, aren't we? Not too much of a fan of these overhead wires. It's quite a lot. Landscape seems nice enough. You can see the rolling hills in the background. Nice sort of narrow lane. Lots of greenery. Pretty sort of small-ish houses. I wonder if people live in these or if they're mostly abandoned. They seem pretty sort of locked up. Let's have a look around here. Ooh, I like the colors here with the shade. Okay, seems like some sort of, maybe a farming area. Seems fairly rural. Something here that looks, again, like a bit of a church. Maybe a church opposite a church, hey? Okay, this place looks pretty quaint, pretty picturesque, and it looks like very peaceful. Honestly, I think the best one we've seen so far in terms of natural beauty. Actually, this is distracting. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for place number 5. Okay, maybe in the mountains here. Place number 6. Okay. Wow, okay, it looks like we're still in a town, even though I thought it'd be a rural area. What's going on at this bus stop? Wow. Okay, that's fair enough. Some sort of church again. Wow, is Romania a really religious country? I never think of them. I always think of Poland as very religious, right? But Romania, I think I usually forget about. Pretty low sort of houses, nothing too exciting, I guess. They look quaint enough, I guess. Yeah, there's not too much going on here, guys, and I don't think this area looks particularly pretty. The church is nice, so that's its saving grace, but if I give the pun, but yeah, I think 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for place number 6. Okay, maybe in the north. Let's see what's going on up here. Place number 7. Some tires business. Let's see. This looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Some hills in the background, some forest. I'm sure there's some good hiking trails up there. Very good. Again, a lot of wires here. Not the biggest fan of that. Wow, this looks very overgrown. Would not want to be the person in charge of clearing that out. Nice painted house though. Yeah. Ooh, I love the church with the hilltop in the background. Very pretty. And a Romanian flag. Almost indistinguishable from the flag of Chad, isn't it? Yeah, this is a big plus. Big fan of flags on this channel, aren't we? Okay. Honestly, this shot here looks beautiful. I think just because of that, it's a 9 out of 10, guys. It just looks so peaceful and so relaxing. 9 out of 10 for place number 6. Okay, place number 7. Another mountainous area. Oh, gosh, the forest is dense up here, isn't it? And that looks really high up. I'm sure there's some really cool trails up there. What is this? Let's see. These houses look pretty nice. Again, it kind of reminds me of like a Swiss village. When we did Switzerland, it kind of looked a little like this. Some sort of stream down here. I wish we could move so that just to see it a little better, but the rules are rules. Hilltops look very pretty. Little sort of rustic houses. I wouldn't say this street looks the nicest, but the surroundings are very nice. Gosh, very overgrown, eh? Yeah, just a beautiful countryside area, guys. I think these rolling hills are just gorgeous. I think the town looks nice enough. It's a little bit dilapidated though, so for that I'm going to knock it a couple of points. I think 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for place number 7. Place number 8. Come on, Romania, what you got? Okay, a big sort of warehouse. It's not bad necessarily. It looks nice enough for a warehouse. Let's see. Yeah, we're definitely in a rural area. An urban area. This apartment block looks nice enough. The others don't look too nice, to be fair. I think it's also just a very grey day. Yeah, we're in a parking lot, guys. Not the nicest place, but it seems like there's some hubbub of activity here. Some cafe, restaurant. Okay, the warehouse doesn't look as terrible as it could do for an urban area, but this is, yeah, lots of cars. We're in a parking lot. Pretty great. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 for place number 8. Okay, place number 9. Another rural area, okay. Ooh, you can see pretty far here. There's less forest, more farmland, I think. Oh, I imagine just lying under some of these trees in summer. It must be very peaceful. Okay, pretty rustic area. I like these houses, but I'm not the biggest fan of this tiling. I think it just looks like a weird mixture of sort of urban and rural styles. Let's see over here. Very red painted house. Nice enough, but this area is very overgrown. It looks a little dirty as well. Maybe another church, I think. Is that a Romanian flag? It almost looks Belgian. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe it's the lighting? Who knows? A little sort of Christmas tree. Okay, the landscape here looks amazing, guys, but honestly, I don't think the buildings look very good. This church is having some work done on it, I think, or something, or it just looks a bit old in general. Yeah, it's decent enough. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 for place number 9. Okay, guys, final one for Romania. Let's go. Close my eyes. Oh, okay, we're in an urban area again. Wow, I love that. What is this? What is this sort of style called? What is this? Is there a name for this, guys? Do let me know. Also, on the windows, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous architecture here. This looks very pretty. I do like the balconies. I like the ornaments on the windows. Have a look down here. A lot of wires. You guys, the Romanians need to sort out their electrical system, I think. Like the Japanese, I think. Yeah, pretty average street for a European country. Let's look down here. Romanian flag, that's a plus, always. Let's see here. Nice coloring on the tree, but nothing too exciting. Yeah, I think this is a nice urban area. I do like the fact that they have sort of a path in the middle of the street with a sort of tree-lined path in the middle of the street with benches to sit on and chill. I am a big fan of that for sure, and I think it's quite common in a lot of European countries, particularly in Southern Europe. I've seen a lot of it in Spain, so big fan of that. Big fan of this architecture. Honestly, pretty happy with this as a spot. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for place number 10. Okay, guys, that was Romania. Let me know down in the comments where we should travel to next, and also let me know what you think of Romania. Give your ratings down below. Catch you next time.